Hey y'all, let's get into this cool down post workout. We're gonna start laying on our backs, and once you get there, you're gonna hug your knees into your chest. Big breath in, hug those knees in. Exhale out. You're gonna start to push your knees into your hands, allowing your hands to maintain its grip on your knees. Your arms are going to extend out. Big breath in here. And we're going to take a big exhale as we draw our knees into our chest. And we're going to inhale, push our knees into our hands. And you're going to push your lower back into the ground as well. And then exhale, curl your knees to chest. Inhale, push your knees into your hands, push your lower back into the ground. Exhale, push your knees into your chest. Slowly lower your feet down to the ground. You're going to lift your hips up and scoot it over to the right edge of your mat. You're going to cross your right leg over your left and allow your legs to flow over to the left side. Your arms are going to go out nice and wide like a T. We're going to continue our breathing. If that's too much, you can remove the bind and just stack your legs on top of one another. Just maintaining this twist, taking deep, meaningful breaths into the spaces you feel the most tightness. Using your breath to release any tension that you may be holding onto and try to further relax your body into this stretch. Legs back to the center, unbind them, and then you're going to lift your hips and to scoot it over to the left edge of the mat, crossing your left leg over your right, and let your legs fly over to the right side. You can also look over your left shoulder if that feels good to you, making sure you're continuing to take deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth, trying to release tension throughout your body with each breath. As you slowly unbind your legs, you're going to bring your legs back to the center. Hug your knees into your chest one more time. And then we're going to roll all the way onto our bellies. Bring your hands under your shoulders, and you're going to lift through your chest first. Once you're lifted as high as you can, use your hands to push all the way up, keeping your hips intentionally pushed down towards the ground. You should start to feel a nice stretch through your core and your lower back. If this is too much, you can also lower down to your forearms instead of straight arms. You can also take your head and tilt it up, looking toward the ceiling, rolling your shoulders back. If that head tilt is too much, feel free to go back to a neutral neck. One more deep breath in. Exhale, slowly lower your chest down. Big breath in, lifting through your chest first, and then pushing the rest of the way up with your hands, again coming down to your forearms if that's a part of your practice today. Continuing your breath, maybe you try to look back with your head this time around if that feels better. And then you're going to lift your hips toward the ceiling and then back towards the heel of your feet. Bringing your big toes to touch, extending your arms out in front of you, pressing your fingers down into the ground, keeping your elbows pushed up towards the ceiling. and we breathe. You're gonna slowly slide your hands towards your knees. And from there, we're going to make our way into a yogi squat, taking your right foot down flat to the mat, keeping your hands grounded into the mat to help you with your balance as you lift up through the left foot as well. And slowly lower your hips down toward the ground as low as you can comfortably go. And then from there, we're going to sink down a little bit lower with each breath. Don't mind the people walking past. And then we're going to lift our hips toward the ceiling. Look in between your legs. Let your neck fall down weightless, creating length in the back of your neck. And then we're going to take a big inhale and drop our hips, looking forward now. And then we're going to exhale and raise our hips up. And inhale, drop our hips down. And then you're going to take one arm at a time, swing those hands behind you. Slowly come back down into a seat. And then we're going to end in a forward fold. Try to keep your back from rounding too much. You want to maintain a nice straight back, opening up through your chest. If you need to add a bend in your knees, please take the time to do so. And that is all, my friends. Happy stretching.